I swear, one of these days I'll find a way around your guard.
And as welcome to Jade Empire, by the way, I should probably start by saying this is a direct continuation of the intro video, so I forgot to welcome people, so hereby done. This is a classic BioWare, good, evil, which is not entirely good, not entirely evil, all that kind of stuff, which BioWare have made a huge thing out of doing. So as you can see, you can be cool, you can be arrogant, you can be more calm. The light and dark side of this game will become apparent. But for now, let's just... This is a tutorial offering, so... on one more match, then.
Happily. I feel that I learn something every time I face you. Even if it's only a new place to nurse a bruise. So long as you're certain you have time.
Alright, show me your best.
Let us begin.
I need healing.
Did you see? Master Lee was watching. He may not show it, but he clearly takes pride in watching his students practice. I learn something every time we meet, proving that loss sometimes is the best teacher. Thank the heavens the bruises are worth it.
Thank you for the bout.
You are gracious as always. I regret that there won't be much time for such practice now that you've almost finished your training. Master Lee told me to pass on that you should speak to him when you have the chance. He said you could take your time, so you need not rush.
Where is Master Lee again?
Master Lee just went into his house. It's just over there, as always. You have some time to wander the school and talk with other students. Smiling Mountain likely has some of the younger students available if you want to spar. I shall leave you to it. Take care, my friend.
Chapter 1. When a master foretells of doom, a rival challenges for station, and the past haunts the present. Your training nears its conclusion in the idyllic setting of two rivers. Master Lee promises that soon you will know more about how you came here and where your future will lead. All the while, strange tales begin to spread of ghosts that will not rest and shadowy assassins who heed no law. Muhaha. I just discovered I have a minor flaw in my setup at the moment. I might get it to work. Anyway, it's highly valuable to click on everything that you can click on and talk to everyone. So let us do a round. This is the Masters.
Typical.
place a dojo thing, whatever. And he is a trigger, as you might have gathered. But we are going to go around and click on stuff. By the way, I will not read up every text found in this game, because there can be quite a bit of it. But I'm going to, when I click on stuff, I shall let the video run for about 5 seconds, so people have a chance to pause if they want to read it. And make sure to scroll where appropriate. But before we go too much into that, you can see on the top left side there's 3 bars: health, chi, and focus, which you probably gathered. And health is bad to lose, chi is powering your magical and support styles, and the focus is powering weapon styles. But we haven't got a weapon at the moment, so it's not relevant. The icon lower down is a notification that we have a new journal entry, so let us check that out, shall we? This is the journal screen. Click the quest in the window on the left or individual task in the window on the right to view more details. A description for the selected quest or task appears in the window below. Click filter to filter your quests, click dialogue review to view past dialogues, or click plot items to view your inventory. Okay. Your earliest memories are of the town of Two Rivers, the school you call your home, and of Master Lee, the man who raised and trained you from birth. Now, as your lessons draw to a close, you can only wonder what the future has in store. As you can see, here's the dialogue review. Bit of a mess, to be honest, if you ask me, but it's nice to have the reference. So what else to cover? Let us cover our character. Level 1 skills. As you can see, I was saying in the introduction, conversation skills. Charm, intuition, and intimidation. I intend to go more of a charm intuition way, but as you can see, it is derived from a combination of these stats. Techniques are things we will get into later on, and statistics. Hooray! There we go. This screen allows you to spend style points to learn new techniques, map styles to your hotkeys for rapid access during combat, and see all the styles you've learned. We have a Leaping Tiger and Heavenly Wave. Did I call it Wake earlier? I think I did. Heavenly Wave. Followers, not relevant right now. Amulet, not relevant right now. Quest log, we checked that already. We have the map. This is the map of your local area. It tracks important people and places, and you can view a legend of the icons by clicking the legend button. Plot givers are particularly important characters with whom you will definitely want to speak. So, a legend. Point of interest, exit, player, store, base camp, plot giver, shrine. We have a sparring arena, we have the trainer, Smiling Mountain, we have the sparring ring, we have ourselves, we have Master Lee's quarters, we have Master Lee, we have Dawn Star Garden, a focus shrine, a spirit fund, a town gate, and so on and so on. Here's the world map, which again is not relevant right now. Of other things we can do, we can load and we can save. So, shall we start by talking to Mr. Dickhead himself? Why not?
Oh, you're finally here to talk to Master Lee, are you? I certainly hope so. The old man is in there meditating, and he won't train me until he talks to you.
You disrespect our master by calling him that.
What? The old man? That's what he is. Young men don't get mired in foolish beliefs like the belief that your training is more important than everyone else's. If anything, you disrespect this school by monopolizing so much of the Master's attention.
What did I do to earn this? I'm not natively English. This is going to be an awful word for me. Linguance, I think it's called.
You don't want my answer to that question. Go talk to one of your sandal-licking friends and let them tell you I'm jealous. Try Lynn. She'll say anything to please you just to see your simpering little smile. Pathetic. Master Li wants to talk to you. Do me a favor and go talk to him. Then maybe I can actually receive some education at this school.
I will talk to Master Li in due time. You can probably gather already that Gao is not exactly the nicest of people. It is not so clear-cut with all characters in the game, but there are certain characters definitely have a very distinct I am good, I am bad kind of behavior. A school box. You received martial styles. Martial styles do not always access the energies of mind and body harmoniously. Sometimes imbalance is the source of their power, as it is with the Iron Palm and Viper. Each requires possession of 3 meditation schools that prepare the student for the forces that will be encountered. If these disciplines are attempted without complete understanding, the student risks accessing more power than the body can withstand. Knowledge of Iron Palm and Viper is not often shared, as most martial practitioners consider them to be in opposition to classical teaching. If a student happens upon one of the schools detailing these styles, he or she cannot and should not attempt to train in the style until gaining the possession of all 3. The most difficult and humbling step of any journey is the acceptance of one's own limitations and confronting whether the journey is possible at all. As I said, I'm not going to read everything, but something I will. Plot item. Martial styles. School stand. This is going to be one of those I'm going to skip, so background story. But it gives experience. Let us talk to Smiling Mountain.
I thought Master Li would have your attention for the rest of the day. It is good to see you. I know you haven't had much time for simple sparring. It is too bad. Your fellow students benefit from your experience. A strong opponent is the best trainer.
Can I ask you some things about the school?
I am charged with giving whatever instruction I can, but my insights deal more with the philosophy of combat than the skills themselves.
Tell me about the philosophies you mentioned.
Master Li is very strict about what is taught here, because martial skill is a pathway to great power, and that holds certain risks. It is not just good over evil. Few things in life are that simple. The common way to say it is, do you follow the way of the open palm or the closed fist?
Tell me about the way of open palm, even.
A term for the high path, or perhaps the way of restraint and harmony. Many aspire to it, but few achieve it. It is a path of resisting tyranny. Of course, the source of that tyranny varies. It is just as dangerous coming from without as within.
Give me examples.
Tyranny from external sources is easy to find and fight. Defending those who cannot defend themselves is a reasonable example. But when your abilities are so much greater than those around you, there is the temptation to set everything right by might alone. That is tyranny from within.
Sometimes conflict cannot be avoided.
True, but that can become a convenient excuse. Eventually you may decide that even direct violence is too inefficient for someone of your strength. It is a small leap from there to enforcing your will so that the crime never takes place. Suddenly you are the oppressor, when all you wanted to do was make things right. This way of the open palm is not without its hidden dangers, despite the best of intentions.
Tell me about the way of the closed fist.
It is the low path, the way of aggression and discord. A misunderstood path often misused by those who wish to justify a thuggish nature. It is not as simple as crushing your enemies or as mindless as terrorizing the weak. It is a mindset born of impatience, of imposing your will.
So what is it if it is not evil?
An evil man might ignore a plea for help because he does not care, but that shows a disconnection with the world. That is not part of the way. A man on the low path might also ignore that plea, but he would do so because that person should demonstrate they are fit to survive on their own.
I think there's a certain implication of which path he follows, if any. What is the difference? The person dies each time.
The difference is in the details. That same man might help if the odds are unreasonable. He might also do it to incur favor. There is thought in his actions. He is not a mindless killer, but he may let strength decide what course is best. That is why it is a dangerous path. It can so easily be misinterpreted.
Does this have any practical effect?
You are the sum of your actions. The harmony or discord that you sow will weigh on your shoulders as surely as any physical yoke. But there can be advantages. Certain forms of attack inherently lean toward one extreme or the other. They have a rhythm that resonates within you. You may find that some attacks perform better if you are more intent on causing discord. How you use this is for you to discover and decide.
I want to go back to my previous questions.
I am charged with giving whatever instruction I can, but my insights deal more with the philosophy of combat than the skills themselves.
I want to ask about someone specific.
Who are you interested in?
Tell me what you know of Master Li.
Master Li is a private man, and I will not presume to speak for him. His interest in you surpasses the care of any master I have known. He must see great potential in you.
Tell me about Gao.
I'd rather not. He is impatiently traveling the low path, and I long ago abandoned him to it. He is reckless, and he neither seeks nor wants my guidance. As young as he is, Gao has impressive skill. Master Li has tried to restrain him, but I know how far he has gone. He wields powerful energies, but has the temper of a child.
Where did he learn this if Master Li will not teach it?
Master Li has taught the base of such techniques to you and others. Mastering Qi is important for any student here, but he also demands control. Gao's father most likely tutored him. By all that I have heard, both are impatient and spoiled. They can be provoked into explosive outbursts.
That comment has more subtlety in it than you realize at this time in the game. I want to ask about you.
If you wish, but only introspection reveals true insight. I used to call the trading center of Phoenix Gate my home. but I am settled here. I have nothing to go back to.
I'm fairly sure these two questions are mutually exclusive, but let's find out. Why did you leave a Phoenix Gate?
It is not important. Suffice to say that I prefer this little village to the temptations of a greater city. Enough about me. What else can I do for you?
Oh, they went. How long have you taught here?
It has been several years since I arrived in Two Rivers. I was surprised to find a teacher of Master Lee's ability so far out on the borderlands. It was a fortuitous accident. I have studied the martial arts all my life, and serve your master as I am able. He is devoted to your training, and needs someone to assist the other students.
I want to go back to my previous questions.
I am charged.
What kind of items and additional training do you sell?
Ah, yes, training. For some time now, I have offered, for a small fee, to run students through a short regimen that will help them enhance their abilities. The lessons you learn from me, or from any trainer for that matter, will stay with you and help make you stronger, or better able to focus your mind or magic.
You're not teaching new styles then?
No, I try to improve base abilities, but through the basics that Master Lee has instilled. When you have the opportunity, I'm sure you will pick up new styles quickly.
Why is there a fee?
Training has worth, and Master Lee allows me to collect a small fee to reinforce this. Travel outside Two Rivers and you will find my prices are quite reasonable.
We haven't got any money, so it's completely irrelevant right now, but just to show the techniques aspect of this game. Show me what you have.
Let's see what you can learn.
As you can see, Belly of Iron, a series of exercises developed by Smiling Mountain. It will give more health but will reduce the chi. Heart of Gold, more chi but will reduce focus. Mind of Steel, more focus but will reduce health. I am not super keen on these things that have drawbacks, so that's why I avoid them, but I'm fairly sure you could basically have them all. Meaning that overall you would gain +2 to everything if you get all 4, but that is a significant amount of money that we haven't got available anytime soon. So we still have a few more options.
What can I do for you? I am here to serve and train.
Are there students available to spar with?
There are a few, but not enough for me to set up some of the more challenging matches that I'm sure you would prefer. There will be more students available later in the day when many of their exercises have concluded.
I will spar with a single student, also known as kick someone's backside.
Very well. I'll choose someone who is competent in one-on-one combat. This is only a practice bout, so fight until your opponent is knocked out. Get ready. Very good. Another victory well earned. Now, is there anything else you would like?
I should go for now.
Goodbye. I am here if you need anything.
A whopping 10 experience gained. Hurry! after that little detour, let's call it a video here. I don't know how long it is, and I haven't predetermined any length I'm aiming for. I'm just going to go for, yeah, this seems about right. So catch you in the next one.